Meet Ed. Ed's awesome. Ed's a rock star employee, he's a fabulous manager, mentor, but the problem is Ed got laid off. He's super nervous about this, but on the flip side, he's optimistic. If we fast forward a year later, though, we find a very, very different Ed. He's beaten, he's broken, he's drained his savings. Ultimately, he does find work. The process has definitely taken its toll. I hear these stories all the time. I talk to a lot of people about them. We like to think and believe that our skills, our experience, and even the people we know are going to help us get through situations like this, but the fact of the matter is, things have changed. And if you've been in the market at all lately, you know that, frankly, something's broken. Hell, maybe everything's broken. I'm not really sure. All I can tell you is that the systems and tools and processes that we used to use to find employment don't work the same way they used to. Take, for example, a resume. Things really haven't changed in 100 years. In fact, the greatest advancement is we don't write them on typewriters anymore. But on the flip side, the job descriptions, they've changed a lot. They've become bloated, they've become overwhelming with keywords and industry jargon to the point to where you can't even read them. So to deal with this, our brilliant solution was to create applicant tracking systems. Now, mind you, if you've not heard of these before, their whole purpose in life is to make sure you have as much of that industry jargon and keywords in your resume as possible. A friend of mine told me I was struggling to get interviews. A friend of mine told me one time, he said, Joe, if you really want to get in front of a hiring manager, take every keyword, every phrase, every jargon, and cram it into your resume. That's stupid. If I actually get in front of a human being, I'm going to sound like an idiot, right? Well, his answer was, that's probably what they're looking for, but well, I didn't think of that. So we have to get creative with it. But it's crazy because it seems like this whole process is really just designed to keep us at bay, to keep us apart, to keep us away from hiring managers and keep the hiring managers away from the talent. And make no mistakes, they'll use every tool at their disposal, age, race, gender, facial hair, whatever it takes to keep you away from that interview. If you do actually get an interview, hopefully you don't have an experience like I did last year. I had an opportunity to talk with a financial technology company, super excited. Drove all the way across town. When I got there, the hiring manager that I was talking to proceeds to sell me life insurance. No kidding. Call home, my wife's like, how'd it go? I was like, I just got pitch slapped. I don't even know what to say. I just made that up too. I just got pitch slapped. I've never had that happen before. And so these kinds of crazy things actually happen. I didn't know this stuff existed. As a hiring manager, the process really wasn't any better. A couple years ago, I'm trying to find a video engineer for a media company. So 2 days, and 300 resumes later, and the most qualified guy I can find is the guy who drove the news van for the local company. So it's not any better no matter which side you're on. This process and the system is definitely broken. So obviously we need to evolve. Something's got to change. We're acting like cavemen in a digital world. So my advice to you all is if you're a hiring manager, if you're sourcing for employees, do something different, but start early. It takes a long time to find quality candidates. It takes a long time to find talent. Talented people want to work for innovative companies. They don't want to work for dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are not innovative. We actually have proof of that. So start early, take different steps, do things a little bit differently. Job seekers, this starts with you. You started this problem, that's where it's got to be finished, right? So we're the ones that can take a chance. I know you're scared. I know you're anxious, I know you need money coming in, but stop, take a second, find 10. Find 10 companies that you admire, that you want to work for. Now, don't blast your resume to them. That's key, that's what got us in this mess. Take a step back, do some research, do your homework about their industries, try to find something to have a conversation about, something that they may care about. Then make connections. This is where you can use the technology. Use LinkedIn, use things like that, use social media, find people in those companies, reach out, make a connection. Your goal is to have a conversation, not to give them your resume, but to give them a proposal. From there, the companies that actually talk to you, the ones that make those connections, that take the time, those are the people you want to work with. Not the ones that hide behind the technology, but the ones that will come out that are innovative. Those are the places you're actually going to be able to grow and make a difference and have an impact. And then for both roles, whether you're a hiring manager or a job seeker, just stop hiding behind the technology. It's not what it's there for. Use it for what it's there for. Use it to make connections. Use it to make it human. Thank you and have a great night.
Joe Shep.